Hello. Hey. What is up, everybody, and welcome back. I actually remembered to put my lights on this time, so I've got some backlighting and it's not just like a bit dark behind me. So we've been in 2016 for 65 days when this is gonna go out. Turns out there's been quite a bit of stuff I didn't know about, and it's actually all pretty strange, so I'm gonna share some with you right now. Cows jumping off barns, drunk raccoons, cats dressed as monkeys, naughty wizards, a UFO sighting, another UFO sighting, birds closing roads by having a cannibal rats, cyborg rats, people driving with fish on their cars, half-blind surfing kittens, giant gold expensive statues being put up, that same giant gold expensive statue being knocked down. Another UFO sighting, another UFO sighting, another UFO sighting, another UFO sighting. And you get the point of that. But then I saw a man who decided that his name wasn't quite what he wanted, so therefore he would change it. People I know have changed their name. This man is just one of 85,000 people who changed their name last year. Being one of those 85,000 people, you think that Marc Benson would want to change his name to, well, nothing. He's got a quite normal name, you know, Marc Benson, sounds alright, sounds perfectly fine to me. He decided that he liked spam enough to change his middle name to I Love Spam. Marc, I Love Spam, Benson. So I saw this article and I kept scrolling, and just 2 days later, there's an article of a man who changes his name to Bacon Cheeseburger. Sorry, I got that wrong. It wasn't Bacon Cheeseburger, it was Bacon Double Cheeseburger, because that makes it so much better. So this article included 10 crazy top names that people had changed their names to, and I thought I'd order that top 10 myself. So at number 10 we have, let me just read this paragraph to you. Michael Connor, Lightning Akimbo, Wumbo, Wigglesworth, Pussyfoot, Katzenjammer. Yes, so I'm not sure how he came up with this name himself. Maybe these words mean something to him, but it just wasn't cutting it for me. In at number 9, we have Kerry Roses for Poses. It makes me think of that nursery rhyme. Ring a rosies, pocket full of posies. I'm just not sure what it's doing in a name. If you're out there and you're watching this somehow, please comment why that was your name choice, because I'm very interested. Number 8. Okay, so this one's the first one that kind of makes sense to me. Charlene, Charlie, Penelope Pitstop, Culpus Crumb. I completely understand the Penelope Pitstop bit. It's from Wacky Races. Culpus Crumb, I did Google because I had no clue and it didn't help me in the slightest, so I'm guessing they're random words. Number 7, we have Simply Love Poet. To me, it would make more sense to be Simply Your Love Poet. I am simply your love poet, which sounds kind of romantic. I'm simply my love poet, which sounds very selfish. John the Teddy Boy Leeson is the next name. This sounds like John was out with his lads mates having maybe a drink after the local rugby. I dare you to change your name to John Teddy Boy Leeson. Alright then. I don't see why a man named John would want Teddy Boy in his name. Maybe it's a memorable thing or a personal thing to him, which is fine. But to me, it just doesn't sound right for you, John. Get it changed back. George Thomas the Tank Engine is the next one. Maybe he liked Thomas the Tank Engine as a kid. I liked Thomas the Tank Engine as a kid. My first film in the cinema was Thomas the Tank Engine and the Magic Railroad. And I was like, Dad, Mum, can we sit in the front row? And we were sat like this for the whole film, looking up at the screen because it was huge and like this far away from our faces. I'm sure my parents had a great time. But no, not deserving of a name. As a TV show, yes. As a movie, yes. If they make a new movie, I will be going to see that, yes. As a name, it's not for a person. Sarge Metal Fatigue is the next name. I'm just presuming Sergeant is Sarge. And I did have to Google what metal fatigue was. And after Googling it, it came up with a weakness that develops in metal structures that are usually repeatedly, and that was it. Don't you just love it when sentences just end midway through? Especially on a I'm presuming on this one he was a construction worker and maybe something happened with metal fatigue and it is a personal memory of his. As you can tell, I'm struggling to make a story up for this one. I'm sorry, just that's your name. I'm gonna leave it at that. Number 3, Bacon Double Cheeseburger. Anyway, you've heard about that one, so enough about that. Number 2, I'm gonna give you a game. You have to guess what this name is. So I give you a survey, and on the survey it says, where did you hear about our website? A, the internet, B, some friends, or C, none of the above. One of those options is their name, but which one? If you guess none of the above, congratulations! Ding, 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 ding! You're correct! Yes, he or she actually called themselves none of the above, which makes no sense to me because it doesn't even sound like a name, it's an option. Quite frankly, that is an option, not a name, okay? None of the above? Yeah, get it right. Okay, so this is it. The first crazy name that someone called themselves last year that tops my list of crazy names is happy birthday. And no, I'm not wishing you a happy birthday because I have no clue if it's your birthday or not. And this one annoys me, okay? It really, really frustrates me how someone can name themselves after a day that everyone has in the year. I mean, it just messes with your mind. Okay, just imagine this, okay? You're at their birthday, someone brings the cake out, and everyone starts singing. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear happy birthday, happy to you. That's great. As well as the fact that you have to write a card for them, right? You traditionally get someone a card for their birthday. Okay, so you have a generic birthday card like this one, so obviously someone's 3 today, they've got a cake on the card, and some people at the bottom actually look quite demonic. This is exactly the reason I don't work in design, as you can probably tell. So you open up the card inside to find that the person's name is 99% of the time already in the card. Okay, so then you actually go to write inside the card and you write to the person's name. What's the person's name? Oh, it's already there. So you write it again. Happy birthday. Okay, so now you have their name once and you have their name twice. It may well be on the front of the card. It's not on this one, but sometimes there are. So maybe we should just add it here as well. Oh, and you can't forget the loving message at the end. You know, love from Saxon. With a couple kisses, you know. The name should not already be in the card. It's so annoying. Oh! I can't be the only one that would find this annoying, right? Am I? So that concludes my news stories of 2016, which ended up being a whole list of names that people called themselves in 2015, but I hope you enjoyed anyway. If you want to check out the article that I read to get all these names, the link's in the description. There's also a couple of other names which I didn't mention, so go check that out. Once again, links in the description. Let me know if you know any people with strange names. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, go do that now. If you haven't checked out my last video, which actually was my first video, it will be popping up here very shortly. And I will see you next time. Goodbye. Please don't take any of this into offense. Thank you. Bye.